Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. So we would be starting in 2 minutes. We just give more time for more of your colleagues to join in and we'll kick off immediately. As you can see, we have most of our judges with us, or all our judges with us, sorry, and they will be turning on their videos for you to see their faces very soon. Um, so thank you. In the meantime, if you're here, please introduce yourself in the chat. Let's know your name and where you're joining from. You're welcome. Awesome. Thank you all for joining. So we're giving an additional minute for more of your colleagues to join, more participants to join, and we'll kick off immediately. We have our amiable judges with us here, and very soon I'll be introducing them. So please introduce yourself, your name, and your country, like where you're joining from. You're welcome, Michael. Hi, Gatsdrol, you're welcome. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Dr. Mofolo. Thank you so much. Please introduce yourself and where you're joining from. We really want to know the demographics we have with us here. All right. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you for joining right on time. And I would start now because we have a lot to do today and we don't want to, run out of time. So my name is Success and I would be moderating today's session. Today's session is the pitch event that rounds up the WMI Academy 2025. So we started since September 16th, and it's been a very intensive learning period for all our participants. And today we'll be hearing from 11 of them who decided that they want to pitch. So thank you all so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time and your commitment. I would be introducing our judges shortly. But in the meantime, if you have any comments as the videos, as we start listening to our pitch participants, please put it in the chat. We want to see your thought processes on their projects, what you think of it, so that we can also, learn a lot from today's session. All right, so having done that, I would start introducing judges for today. So first is Executive Director, Nicole Baker. Nicole oversees the day-to-day execution of the Wealth Management and Development Goals. Her career is linked to her belief in advancing access to education, the right to quality healthcare, gender equity, and poverty alleviation. Since joining WMI in 2013, Nicole has been integral to the organization's strategic growth. She has been a driving force in building robust and metrics-driven programming that delivers sustainable impact to our scholars and their communities. With her support, scholar population has increased by over 1,200% from 59 in 2013 to over 900 in 2024. In addition, Nicole has spearheaded efforts to expand WMI's international team from 0 to 8 members, who are regional professionals who understand the unique needs and talents of the young leaders served by WMI. Thank you so much for joining us, Nicole. I'll be introducing our next judge, Jag Dalal. Jag Dalal is a longtime WMI board member and an internationally known speaker and consultant in the field of management and technology. He has been presenting at conferences and company events on outsourcing as well as technology. He was inducted in IOAP Leadership Hall of Fame for his contribution to the field. He held senior IT executive positions with Fortune 100 companies and was one of the founding partners of Business Process Outsourcing Service Line at Price Waterhouse, PwC. He has served on IT and ITE provider advisory boards, where he guides companies with his extensive knowledge of the industry. He enjoys reading, golf, and cooking in his spare time. Jack's favorite quote is, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever," by Mahatma Gandhi. Gail. Gail Nystrom is from the US and a longtime WMI board member. She first visited Costa Rica as a Peace Corps volunteer and has now lived in Costa Rica for over 35 years. She has a master's degree in special education from the University of Denver. She's the executive director and founder of the Costa Rican Humanitarian Foundation. Her philanthropic work involves supporting at-risk populations as they search for ways to improve the quality of their lives. Her spiral model of social change has been taught to over 30,000 volunteers. This will be Gail's third time serving as a judge. Gail's trip to DBC Kenya in 2023 tipped her mind onto something amazing. The beauty and vitality and vibrancy of the continent touched her heart. She returned more determined than ever to foster change where possible and to support WMI in its mission. She's taking measures to become better educated about each African nation and to share her knowledge with the people of Costa Rica. She looks forward to connecting with even more people at DBC in 2026. Same here, Gail. Next and the last judge that we have for today is our very own Onezai Chibuvare. A medical doctor from Zimbabwe, Onezai blends clinical care, public health, and business strategy to improve healthcare systems. She leads managed care and clinical risk strategy in health insurance and chairs a national committee tackling fraud and quality issues. With a WMI seed grant, Onezai launched primary care learnings to train rural nurses in infertility care. A strong advocate for women's health and aging with dignity, she runs wellness programs and shares her insights globally. Onezai is also was also awarded the Scholar Ambassador Award, and she's just returning from her trip from the US. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much, our judges. We are so delighted to have you here with us. It's always such a delight to host this session and have our amiable board members and alumni, join us for this session. Now I would be hearing rather from our panel of judges before we begin the competition. So I would be sending the first question or asking the first question to our Executive Director, Nicole Baker. Thank you so much, Nicole, for supporting the WMI Online Academy. We are really glad to have you and your support to the team and to the organization as a whole. So before we begin, do you have any words of encouragement to the 11 participants who have submitted pitch videos and other academic participants that have actively participated for over 8 weeks?
Good morning and afternoon and evening to those who shared their joining from Nepal. I am so happy to be here, so happy to see this program be successful for another year and run by our programmatic team. My encouragement for you all is that this is a step in the stages of the beginning. Your ideas, many of them, as we've already watched your videos, are solid. And I hope that you will take many of the ideas, if they fit into the community development grant model, and apply for that opportunity in the next cycles. And in addition, if you participated in the pitch competition or the academy, but not in the pitch competition, you are still incredibly knowledgeable and have an opportunity to also engage in the program in the future. So thank you to all who had the time to participate in the pitch element of the Academy, and also to all Academy participants this year. We are so glad that you were part of this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Nicole. We really appreciate you. So we'll hear from Jag next. Welcome again, Jag, and thank you for being a board member for a very long time and also believing in WMI's mission and vision. So can you briefly share how the participants can take this experience forward after the pitch presentation competition today?
First of all, I've gone through all the presentations and quite impressed with the depth, quite impressed with the ideas and the commitment. And that's part of the mission for WMI. WMI's mission is not only to get you become a scholar, but also contribute to improve the community you're in. And all of you have successfully done that. And as I was looking through all of this, very few comments that I would make. And it may be something that you may want to keep in the back of your head for the future. Anytime you have to present anything to anyone besides the Academy, anyone else, that's a simple rule. In a presentation, I always go why, who, what, how. Just write down those 4 words. Why, who, what, how. And that will address the issue you're talking about. So why are you doing this? And all of you have clearly said that there's a need for whatever you're going to be contributing to. Who, you're identifying the audience, the clients, if you will, or the people you care for. What is, how you're going to do that? And how is in detail you're providing, how you're going to do that? What's the funding for it? And how you're going to expand where you're at and measure your progress, which is what you have done in all of the presentations. And I'm quite impressed with it. So keep that in mind and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, Jack. Really appreciate you. And indeed, those questions are very valid questions to answer when sharing what you want to do and how it will create impact. So I would be moving to Gail. Thank you so much, Gil, and thank you for serving as a board member and believing in WMI's vision. I would want you to also share why you serve on WMI boards of directors. Like briefly share why you serve as a WMI board member. Thank
you. So I've been doing this for many years. I started out exactly like you guys are, but I didn't have a WMI to guide me. And so first of all, live in gratitude. Think about all the things that you're being given to support your idea. I have a tree in the back. I'm trying to focus on it. Don't ever forget going out in nature. It's really important. Connect to a tree, look at the clouds, feel the breeze, go to the water. Another one is get yourself a nice, friendly lawyer and stay with that lawyer during your whole journey, if you can, and a good accountant and stay with him or her all the time that you can. Understand that you're going to have really hard times. Those hard times are not not to be regretted, they're to be blessed. Every hard time that you have is there for a reason, to train you, teach you, and hone you, like a carving of a wooden block becomes a figure, so that you can get better, stronger, and do more. And and get a good board, get a strong board of directors. And then you can, there's no limit to what you can do. It's exponential to what I can do at my age now, because these kinds of supports didn't exist, and I had to form them all myself. And so that's, I think, everything I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gil. Thank you very much. We are also honored to have one of our own joining us today, who is an alumnus, Dr. Nizai. So Dr. Nizai, can you just briefly share why public speaking is important for young people to develop?
Okay, thank you, Success. I'm very excited to be here. Public speaking and pitch presenting are essential skills for young people. They help you communicate your ideas clearly, build confidence, and influence others. So whether you're leading a team or you are pitching a business or you're simply advocating for yourself, being able to have that public speaking skill helps you in doing that. So being able to articulate your thinking opens doors, it attracts opportunities, and it also allows your ideas to be taken seriously. So thank you. Success.
Indeed, it does attract opportunities. Thank you so much, Onuzai. So we would be starting shortly, but I just want to also give gratitude to our board member, Chris Lott, who is also the chair of the programs committee, for underwriting the pitch competition awards. You know, it's such an honor, and we really appreciate his generosity. Thank you so much, Chris. So we would be starting the pitch event now, and we will begin it. All our judges will be scoring the presentation based upon the set rubric. The rubric was also shared to the participants. All scores will be calculated by WMI staff, and when they are, calculated, aggregated, we'll then share the final results on Friday. So you as participants and the scholars can also vote for the best pitch event. At the end of this event, you'd receive a link for you to vote. WMI staff will announce the winners that will be winning 500 USD, 300 USD, and 200 USD respectively. That's the first, second, and third place. So please, like I said earlier, engage in the chat if you have any comments as the videos are played and the pitch event, continues. Thank you so much. Our tech support, please. If you're ready to share your screen while we listen to our pitch participants. Thank you. So our first participant for today we have 11 participants for this year. First up, we have Ogeneyoma from Nigeria.
Good day, everyone. My name is Akumedayo Ogeneyoma Favor, a 2025 WMI graduate scholar, and I am the founder of Shiba Luxury, a brand born from passion, purpose, and a desire to show that luxury can be both affordable and African. At Shiba Luxury, we craft beautiful handmade shoes, premium hair, and timeless perfumes, each one designed to make our customers feel confident, elegant, and valued. In my community, I saw talented young women with dreams but no opportunities, so I started Shiba Luxury, not just as a business, but as a platform to empower and train artisans, create jobs, and uplift families. Every pair of shoes we make carries a story of dignity, creativity, and hope. What makes us unique is in our ability to combine quality and culture. Every Shiba Luxury product is handmade with care, using locally sourced materials, yet designed to compete with global brands. We are proving that African can be made world-class. Research shows that the African fashion and beauty market will surpass $15 billion by 2027, driven by a growing love for local luxury. That's the future we are building towards, and we are ready to lead. Our customers are vibrant men and women aged 18 to 45 who love to look good, feel good, and represent African excellence without overspending. Our mission is to redefine African luxury through creativity, quality, and empowerment. Our vision is to see Shiba Luxury become a global name, representing elegance born from Africa. By 2026, our smart goals are to train 100 artisans, expand into 5 cities, and grow our online sales by 40%. Our strength lies in craftsmanship, affordability, and authenticity. Our weakness is limited funding. We see opportunities in e-commerce and global exports, though we stay alert to economic challenges. To grow our impact, we are seeking $10,000 and support from partners and investors who believe in African innovation. We are branding Shiba Luxury through powerful storytelling, social media visibility, and sustainable packaging that reflects our values. We measure our progress not just by profit, but by lives changed, artisans trained, and smiles created. Shiba Luxury isn't just a brand, it is a dream stitched, polished, and perfumed with purpose. Together, let's make African luxury shine across the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ogonewima. Now we'll be hearing from Femi from Nigeria.
Hi, my name is Stephen Femi. I'm a WMI graduate scholar from the University of Benin, Nigeria, and I'm excited to tell you about my project, which is called Beyond Classroom. When I was growing up, my parents could not afford to pay for my textbooks and writing materials, which made me to walk long distance to my friend's place and to my colleague's place just to read their textbooks at their houses. That experience shapes me and inspires me to do the work that I do today, making sure that no child also face through. Classroom is a community learning initiative that helps to provide free textbooks, writing materials, access to digital learning, and in-person and online tutoring for those children who could not afford it. What makes us different is our hybrid support system. We don't just give free materials, we also offer continuous tutoring for children whose mission is to remove learning barriers from children who could not afford it and provide them with educational resources. Our goal is that by August 2026, we will be able to provide free learning materials and tutoring to over 500 children in Edo State. Monitor their progress quarterly and also ensure that at least 70% show measurable improvements in their reading and studying. Our strength lies in our community support and our volunteering tutors. Our weaknesses is limited funding, which we have addressed through grants and partnership. Our opportunity is in the high demand for affordable educational support. Our startup cost is $1,000 with recurring expenses for tutor stipends, materials, learning materials, and also internet access. Funding will come from grants, partnership, and donation. We will also have a project coordinator stipends who is recruited locally, and volunteer tutors will come from universities and also from community groups. Our brand color is white, yellow, and green, which signifies access, hope, and growth. We will track the number of children reached and also use pre and post assessments to measure the progress of literacy. Education is more than what happens in a classroom. It is the foundation of opportunity and change. With your support, Beyond Classroom will not only help children to learn, but also truly go beyond the classroom. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Femi. Let's hear from Ginika from Nigeria.
My name is Ginika Ejimgini, a WMI scholar from Nigeria. I am part of the WMI Academy for NGO CBO track. I am so excited to present to you my NGO called Operation Valentine Foundation. This foundation was named after a boy called Valentine Uchebu, who died as a result of sudden cardiac arrest. This boy has a lot of hopes and dreams for the future, but his life was cut short as a result of sudden cardiac arrest. The mission of my foundation is dedicated towards early detection and prevention of cardiovascular events and sudden cardiac arrest among youth in the community. Sudden cardiac arrest is one of the major causes of premature death in Nigeria. Our vision is to reduce this premature death among youth in 10 years to come. Our beneficiaries are the youth in the community, the youth in high school, and the youth in universities. Strength is the rising awareness of cardiovascular diseases in Nigeria. One of our weaknesses is the lack of equipment to tackle this cardiovascular disease in Nigeria. We have an opportunity to work with NGOs related to sports, NGOs that are already fighting cardiovascular disease, such as Cardiovascular Foundation in Nigeria. One of our threats is the cultural stigma surrounding heart diseases, and we plan to tackle this by tailoring our program in such a way that it would respect the cultural values in the community, so that we'll be able to increase the participation in tackling cardiovascular events in Nigeria. Our goals are to organize cardiopulmonary resuscitation trainings for youth in Nigeria, to organize test screenings for youth in Nigeria, to create a public awareness campaign through social media platforms on heart-related conditions in Nigeria. The budget for Operation Valentine is estimated at 2,000 USD, which is going to use to purchase the materials that is going to be needed for the public awareness campaign, for the cardiopulmonary resuscitation trainings, and for the test screenings for cardiac-related heart diseases. The condition is going to be donor and grant funded. The donation link will be posted on the NGO website, whereby donors can be easily access it. The social media manager and the volunteer manager is going to be needed for the running of the organization. To evaluate the success of my NGO, I'm going to do a pre-test and post-test after each training, and then I'm going to do a pre-test and post-test after each training, and then going to do a interview based using questionnaire after each training. For sustainability, I'm going to train teachers and I'm going to train mentors of the students, so that after each training, these students and teachers can go back and teach the students that were not around, or the students that were admitted after the training in these schools. In doing so, the cardiac conditions among youth and premature death among youth will be tackled, and no student have to die as a result of heart-related disease. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ginika. Now we'll hear from Precious from Eswatini.
Hello everyone, my name is Precious Mhlanga from the Kingdom of Eswatini. I am presenting another NGO track representing the Sonke Youth Empowerment Initiative, which is a grassroots organization committed to uplifting young people in rural communities. We are launching a mobile infrastructure rental wing of the organization, a rental service offering a tent, chairs, and a generator for local events like funerals, weddings, and church gatherings. This service will generate income to fund our youth programs. Our beneficiaries are youth and community members across Togodweni constituency. In our constituency, every weekend hosts at least one major gathering, yet organizers struggle to find nearby and affordable rentals. Meanwhile, our youth programs rely on borrowed equipment, limiting our reach. This model solves both problems. In year one, we aim to support over 500 young people. What sets us apart is our mission-driven model. Every rental directly funds youth empowerment programs. Our mission is to empower youth in rural communities through education, mentorship, and skills development. Our goal is to acquire a 7 by 12 meter tent, at least 100 chairs, and a generator within 3 months of funding. We'll launch a rental system and aim for at least 2 bookings per month in the first year. By year end, we'll have hosted at least 5 empowerment events using our own infrastructure. Our strength is strong community trust and youth engagement. Our weakness is transportation, which will be addressed through local partnerships. There is high demand for affordable rentals, which is an opportunity for us, and we will mitigate weather risk with tent panels and flexible rescheduling. Our startup cost is $4,055 US. And our monthly recurring expenses include fuel for the generator, equipment maintenance, and salaries. We'll generate income through local fundraising, vocational registration fees, and grants. We'll recruit a rental officer and admin liaison from our youth volunteer base. The rental officer will be salaried, and the admin liaison will receive a stipend. Our visual identity reflects dignity and grassroots innovation. We aim to project reliability and community pride, showing youth not just as recipients, but as builders of solutions. We'll track and measure the number of rentals and income generated, documenting them in monthly reports. For this service, we plan to implement a pre and a post knowledge survey to assess impact. This plan is realistic, community-driven, and ready to launch. With funding, we will expand our reach, deepen our impact, and move closer to building a fully fledged Sisonke Youth Empowerment Center in Eswatini. Thank you.
Have you ever had a passion?
Thank you so much, Precious. Let's hear from Naomi from Zambia.
Have you ever had a passion or talent, but without support or training that can transform that talent into an income? Hello, my name is Naomi Mukopidi from Lusaka, Zambia, and I am excited to introduce you to Lilato Initiative, a community-based organization dedicated to empowering Zambian youth through skill development and entrepreneurship. At Lilato Initiative, we believe that every youth deserves a chance to transform their talent, their passion into a sustainable livelihood. Our mission is very simple yet powerful, because we equip the youth with practical makeup, nails, and tailoring skills. Youth unemployment is a major problem in Zambia. Many youths have the talent and passion, but they do not have the support or training to transform this passion into an income. And that is where the Lilato Initiative comes in. Through workshops, mentorship, and access to startup materials, we bridge the gap, creating a pathway for financial independence. Lilato Initiative aims to equip the Zambian youth, specifically those from Western Province, Mongo, the community where I am coming from, so that they are able to have the knowledge and training that can sustain their livelihoods. We have 480 unemployed youths from Mongo community and Ilute community that are not doing anything after completion of the grade 4. And this initiative is here to turn their passion into an income. And at Lilato Initiative, our organization is meant to be inclusive and practical. And we also provide ongoing training and surveys to make sure that our learners or our youths are tracked on their progress, post and pre, to make sure that they achieve their goals. And at Lilato Initiative, we do not just let graduates go, but we connect them to their target markets to be able to sell their products or their services. Hence, that being said, we are seeking for help from our donors or partners that they can be able to help us with that money, $500, so that we can equip our Zambian youth. Your investment in the Lilato Initiative is not just an investment. It is an investment into the Zambia's future leaders, future innovators, and as well, future entrepreneurs. Thank you so much.
Good. Hey everyone, my name is Abdul Gafar Ahmad, a WMI scholar from Nigeria, trained in medical laboratory science. I'm pitching under the CBO track on my community-based organization, Heal Diagnostic Center, HDC. The HEAL stands for Health, Empathy, Access, and Learning. HDC was better to serve underserved community and to make diagnostic testing accessible, affordable, timely, and compassionate, all while raising awareness about critical health issues that people often overlook. Every year, more than 40 million deaths globally are linked to preventable and treatable diseases such as diabetes, malaria, hepatitis, etc., many of which worsen due to delay or unaffordable diagnostic testing. I lost my father to diabetes complication that began with a wound that refused to heal for over a year simply because he had no access to affordable healthcare or basic knowledge of his condition. Today, families in my community still walk over 45 minutes to reach the nearest health center. HDC aims to bridge this gap by providing low-cost laboratory testing, community health education, and friendly diagnostic services that restore trust between the community and the healthcare providers. Beneficiaries are low-income families, people like my late father who struggle to feed his family, let alone afford diagnostic care. With WMI support, in our first year, it will provide 1,000 free laboratory tests, distribute 500 glucometers and thermometers, and conduct 4 major AIDS outreaches to promote early testing. It stands out because we go beyond testing. We educate, equip, and connect patients to competent healthcare professionals when their condition requires further attention. Our mission is to provide affordable and timely diagnostic services for low-income and underserved families by offering low-cost laboratory testing and community health education to improve access to quality healthcare and promote early disease detection. Our goal is to increase access to affordable diagnostic services and enhance health awareness among low-income families, empowering them to make informed decisions about their health. Our goal for the next 1 year is to provide 1,000 free diagnostic tests to low-income individuals, distribute 500 health monitoring tools, and organize 4 major community health outreaches that will reach at least 100 households between December 2025 to December 2026. Our strength lies in our expertise in offering timely diagnostic services. Our weakness is limited funding. Our opportunity lies in collaboration and support from WMI. And our main threat is inadequate funding, which we plan to mitigate through partnership with Kwara State General Hospital and Alex Biogen Institute. Our total year 1 budget is $750. However, with planned collaboration with the Kwara State General Hospital and Alex Biogen Institute, we only require $500 in funding from WMI. Out of this, $200 will be used to purchase 1,000 essential test kits, $150 to procure 500 glucometers and thermometers, $100 to support 4 major community health outreaches, and $50 we serve for logistics and as a stipend for our volunteers. Our main recurring monthly expenses will include consumable laboratory supplies, community outreach materials, and logistics support for volunteers. Our human resources include Professor Elijah Kolawole, founder of Alex Biogen Institute, and Dr. Nasir Mohammed from Kwara State General Hospital. They will be recruited through direct meeting to discuss the project and will receive stipend for their professional contributions. Our branding will feature a microscope symbolizing scientific precision, diagnostic service, alongside a heart representing care, compassion, and good health. Our color will be white, green, and blue, symbolizing trust, healing, and reliability respectively. Together, this element projects an image of hope, empathy, and accessible healthcare for all. We'll measure our impact by tracking the number of people reached and the feedback. A pre- and post-knowledge survey will also be conducted to assess the change in awareness and behavior. Together, we are not just diagnosing illness, we are healing communities and transforming lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abdul Ghaffar. We are more than halfway through. We're almost done, but I just want to acknowledge, the black bar you see just above the screen is from Zoom. We've been trying to get it out, but as long as we're still screen sharing, that would be there. So thank you for your patience and understanding. I will be going back to the videos right away. So let's hear from Orthopress from Nigeria. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Orthopress Imobere and I'm a proud graduate nurse from the University of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. For today, I'll be pitching under the Community Health and Nursing Home Service track. I'm here today to introduce to you Golden Trust Care Agency, the professional home care agency that brings nursing services directly to the doorsteps of patients. This idea was born from a real encounter. One day at the hospital, I met several women that came in with post-surgical sepsis. And when I engaged on a conversation with them, they told me that there was no person at home to properly care for them. And that moment changed me. I realized that there are so many patients, especially the old ones and those recovering from surgery. They are sent home without proper follow-up care or check-up. Now, families, especially the 9-to-5 workers, they don't have enough time to care for their patients, because of their work round the clock. That is where Golden Trust Care Agency steps in. We provide compassionate, technology-supported home nursing care, restoring health, comfort, dignity, right to where the patients are to make them feel safe at home. Our nurses don't just visit these patients at home. They also apply basic tools to follow and monitor these patients' vitals and keep track of their record and recovery to ensure continuity of care whenever we are not physically there. Our mission is simple: to bring quality healthcare home, restoring comfort, confidence, and community trust in care. Now, here's our plan for the first day. We're reaching out to 70 clients in Port Harcourt, and we are employing about 5 skilled nurses and 1 operations assistant. Also, we are partnering with 3 to 5 hospitals for referrals and achieve at least about 95% of patient satisfaction in our first year. For SWOT analysis, our strengths, we have qualified nurses who understand community and also the patient health. Our weaknesses, we're still building our brands and we're just active on Facebook. And opportunity, there is increased demand for a reliable home care service in Port Harcourt. For the threats, we have very limited funds to start up. Our startup cost is about $5,000. It's going to be covering the staff salaries, equipment, and tech tools. We're already seeing traction currently. Even before launching, patients have already reached out to us and they started patronizing our services. We build trust through warm relationships by checking in with patients, keeping clear records, and giving a listening ear. So why support Golden Trust Care Agency? Because this is more than just healthcare. It is a community-driven, sustainable solution that fills critical gap in our society. We're improving recovery at home, creating jobs for the nurses, and strengthening community health, one household at a time. With your support, we can make home the new healing space because everyone deserves recovery with dignity, comfort, and care. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Otto Press. Now let's hear from Michael from Nigeria.
Good day, everyone. I'm Ekwan Michael, a recent medical graduate from Nigeria. I'm pitching in the CBO/NGO track for Mercy Wings Foundation. Mercy Wings Foundation is a youth-led, community-based organization that is devoted to uplifting children, youth, and women who are internally displaced. The way beneath ourselves is stories like Yusuf's, a 5-year-old from Maiduguri who was rescued from the bleeding arms of his dying parents. Yusuf not just the dream of becoming a lawyer to protect those who are defenseless. Yusuf's life, like 1,000 other internally displaced persons, asks the question, who will walk us back to hope? Mercy Wings is uniquely positioned to answer this question through holistic long-term care via mobile medical clinics and referrals, camp classes, and vocational skill training, as well as psychosocial support. With these, we've moved beyond short-term relief to sustainable reintegration into society. In the past year, the UNHCR reported that 969,000 individuals were internally displaced in northern Nigeria. 79% of this population were children, youths, and women, the very groups that we focus on. In the same time frame, Mercy Wings Foundation reached out to 1,000 of this population directly in Jos North, Mangu, and Basa local government areas. We provided comprehensive healthcare, vocational skills training, as well as psychosocial support to these communities that were previously underserved. Our mission is clear: to ensure provision of basic healthcare whilst empowering internally displaced children, youth, and women with the tools and support to rebuild resilient, hopeful lives. Our unique strengths lie in our hands-on approach, our proven grassroots impact, and the fact that we are building sustainable long-term initiatives. The weakness of sustained funding exists. However, we are addressing this via strategic grant partnerships. The opportunity exists in the high unmet need for sustained health and education in internally displaced persons camps. This gives us the avenue to expand our reach. There are security threats and logistic challenges that exist, but collaboration with community leaders will ensure resilience and continued impact. For the next year, our budget amounts to $4,800, which will cover for transportation and logistics, purchase of medical supplies, as well as educational resources. In this pitch, we are seeking $500, which will support our ongoing outreach and enable us to reach out to 350 internally displaced children, youth, and women, providing them educational services, much needed basic healthcare, and vocational skills training. For the outreach, I'll be partnering with Dr. Nwoga, a consultant psychiatrist, 5 other internal physicians, and a team of vocational experts to provide educational services, basic healthcare, and vocational skills training. The human figure surrounded by a dove in our logo symbolizes our core mission, which is going beyond providing aid to also ensuring restoration and reintegration. We'll measure the impact of our outreaches using 2 primary metrics. The first is a pre- and post-outreach survey. The second is quarterly follow-up surveys to assess the health improvements, the vocational skills gained, and the emotional recovery of the participants of the outreach. With your partnership, we can extend this support to 1,500 internally displaced persons, providing them with the opportunity to take the first steps towards a brighter future. Thank you for considering Mercy Wings Foundation, where mercy takes flight and hope finds a home.
Thank you so much, Michael. And it's really interesting to know that all the participants really did great work to put these pitches together. So thank you all for putting your comments and encouraging them. We've seen that it's so heartwarming. Thank you very much. Now we'll hear from our next pitch participant, Niraja from Nepal.
Hi, I am Niraja, a WMI graduate scholar from Nepal, and today I'm excited to pitch our project Udyami Hub under a CBO track. Let me begin with a short story. Mahesh, a skilled garment worker, had spent over 25 years of his life owning and running a small shop. But despite his talent, due to limited education and lack of access to business knowledge and resources, he has barely kept surviving. And trust me, this is not just a story of Mahesh. There are countless other small business owners like him who share a similar fate and are forced to leave a country in search of a better job opportunities. And that's where Udyami Hub comes in. Foundation. It is a project designed to empower local and small business owners by providing trainings and hands-on program in key areas like business planning, financial management, digital marketing, and many more. The key aspect of this project is a mentorship track where each small business owners will be paired with experienced ones so that they can guide them through real-world challenges and opportunities. Our beneficiaries are local and small business owners who are eager to grow but do not have resources to do so. Our mission is to empower local businesses by providing tools, resources, knowledge, and confidence to grow and thrive within their own communities. By year 2026, our goal is to empower 10 such small business owners to help them improve their operations and grow their revenue. Our strength lies in connecting businesses with mentors. Our weakness is our reliance on external funding. The opportunity lies in possible collaboration with academic institutions, and the threat lies in increasing competition for grants. However, we aim to mitigate the threat by collaborating with industry experts and government to share their resources. For year 2026, our projected cost is $700, which we plan to secure through funding. Majority of it will be spent on training and mentorship related costs, trainer engagement cost, and operational expenses. For the team, we plan to hire 2 key roles in a paid position, and they are program officer and finance officer. Both of them will require a relevant experience. Our branding echoes the spirit of local business owners. Udyami in Nepali means a business owner, and hub is a space for collaboration and growth. The orange color used in our logo symbolizes a vibrant community, whereas green symbolizes a success and growth of a business. Together, they convey our vision of creating a thriving and supporting space for businesses. We aim to measure the impact of our project through pre- and post-training assessments, business metrics like increase in sales, revenue, and stories from participants themselves. So yes, I pledge to bring Udyami Hub into life and support many more small business owners like Mahesh to stay back in Nepal and support their own community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Niraja. Now let's hear from Shamim from Uganda.
Hello everyone, my name is Nalunkuma Shamim and I'm excited to preach about my business, the Wellness on Wheels Initiative business. It's a mobile health screening business that brings healthcare at your doorstep. Our mission is simple: to make preventive healthy medicine accessible and affordable to every individual and to every household. I'm happy to say that our business was launched with the support from the CDG grant, the SEED grant. And after 1 year of operation, our business has been profitable and sustainable. We've moved from an idea to a profitable community trusted enterprise. We partner with local borders, what we call the motorists, to reach clients in the peri-urban and rural areas, especially in the hard-to-reach places. We offer home-based diagnostics, including blood pressure monitoring, glucose monitoring, typhoid checkups, urinalysis, and very many other tests, plus the healthy education. We target 2 kinds of customers: the individuals and families that struggle to reach the clinics, and the organizations that pay well, that pay wellness checkups for their staff. We operate on a subscription model where our clients pay Uganda shillings 20,000 per month, and we reach them at least once in every week. We are currently the only business that gives such services in Uganda, and I'm sure even in other places like East Africa, and to go forward. We've had measurable results. We've had above 60 active subscribers with a monthly income of 1.13 million Uganda shillings and a net profit of 490,000 Uganda shillings. That's by August 2025. We've had 40% improvement in blood glucose monitoring and 35% in blood pressure monitoring and 90% customer satisfaction. We've built partnerships with local hospitals, pharmacies, and community health workers, creating a referral and support network that strengthens us. Our branding is white and green with the tagline, bringing healthcare to your doorstep. Looking ahead, by 2026, we plan to expand to at least 2 more districts. We hope to acquire more diagnostic equipment like the CBC machine, ultrasound scans, and chemistry analyzers. We hope we can register our business as an independent entity for greater autonomy. We hope to go digital with the telemedicine and increase our revenue by 50%. We are not just treating diseases, but we are building a culture of preventive health care in Uganda. With continued support and partnerships, the Wellness on Wheels initiative is ready to scale nationally and make health at your doorstep a reality to every household. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shamim. Now let's hear from our last contestant, Alfred from Rwanda.
Hello, Jazz and audience. I'm Dr. Fred Kwitonda, a medical doctor here in Rwanda. You might wonder why a medical doctor is talking about eggs. Because eggs are a complete nutrition holding both proteins, vitamins, and minerals, essential for fighting malnutrition. Hotels can't find reliable suppliers and price swings widely. 80% of our small farms fail. Then I have the solution: smart farm layers. 3 things makes us unbeatable. 1, my father, with a 25 years proven agriculture expertise, is our full-time chief operating officer. Then we get 35% of higher productivity from day one and no beginner mistakes. 2, we don't just sell eggs. We have 3 revenue streams: eggs, meat from spent beds, and also organic fertilizers. If one dips, 2 sustain us. And this is a built-in risk protection. 3, modern infrastructure with automation, strict biosecurity, plus my medical disease prevention expertise. This helps us eliminate what kills most farms. Now let's talk about money. My total investment is 13 million francs, covering land, infrastructure, equipment, and also 1.5 quality beds and working capital. Monthly revenue will be equal to 1.51 millions, and also operating cost will be 1.13 millions with everything covered. So the net profit will be 380,000 francs monthly, and this will be from the 4th month, and we have 34.2% return on investment and 2.9 years payback period and 25% profit margin, while the industry average is 15 to 20%. From this, we scale our business into 4,000 birds by 3rd year. We create 6 jobs in 1st year, and 60% of our workforce will be women, producing 450,000 eggs annually and 48 tons of organic fertilizers. Zero waste means full circular economy. All risks are covered. On the disease, I combine both strict vaccination, biosecurity, and my medical training. Secondly, we compete on quality and reliability, not just price. Hotels contract will guarantee consistent demand. On feed cost, we do back purchasing, and also we buy our own feed meal in 2nd year. So this is professional agriculture, not amateur farming or just an ideas. I'm asking WMI for $5,000, which is equal to 7 million francs, to cover critical startup infrastructures and quality beds with 35% less debt. You're investing in 25 years proven expertise and measurable impact. Let's help Rwanda to solve its nutrition crisis while creating job and building food security. Smart farm layers is ready, and Rwanda needs it. Thank you for your consideration. Hello, Jazz and
Well, what can I say? This has been so competitive. I would say that it's been the most competitive pitch event that we've ever had since the inception of the Academy. So thank you so much to all our amazing pitch presentation contestants and our panel of judges for being here with us. Audience WMI scholars, you now have the power to determine who you want to win through the audience voting that will be sent after this event, and you need to submit it by tomorrow. Finally, I'm excited to say that this event marks the end of our Online Academy 2025. We're extremely happy to bring this to an end, and we can't wait for the results from our judges and compile it and let you know who did clinch the first, who clinched the second, and who clinched the 3rd place. Thank you so much to our judges for accepting our request to be judges for today's event. Thank you very much, Gail and Jack, for being, amazing board members, to WMI, and for supporting this program. Thank you so much, Chris, for helping us underwrite this. We really appreciate you all. For our scholars, thank you very much. Our participants, you all are amazing. Without you, there will be no academy. So you made this possible. So thank you all. So this is my vote of thanks to you all. And because we have just a few minutes left before we call it a day, we would want to get the thoughts of our board members and like our judges, the board members and alumni who is with us here today. So I'll start with calling on Jag. Jag, please go ahead to share your thoughts so far on this event. Thank you.
Yeah, need some training. I think you did an absolutely fantastic job, and even more importantly, I'm quite impressed with the ideas and the recognition of the need in the marketplace, in your community, and your commitment to really providing that. Presentations were fantastic. I put in the chat a couple of advice items for you to follow, and I think that you'll do absolutely great, and I really wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Jag. Nicole?
Thank you. And thank you once again for the honor of getting to really listen closely and watch your pitch videos multiple times. Watching a video just here with you live isn't enough in order to work through our rubric. And as Jag also said in the chat, it's very difficult to get all of this information into a 3-minute period. And so this is also good programmatic feedback that's important to also listen to here. Perhaps in future times, we should ask for less information and more high level. But what's really, really important here is the exercise that took place. I'm positive that for many of you who participated today, you recorded your video more than once. So it's part of the practice, of trying to meet all the requirements of an employer or of a funder or of an application that you're submitting for a leadership role. It is a skill, and my recommendation here is to always reach out to those who are your supporters and say, how does this look? Do you have time to watch this? Could you give me feedback? And if someone doesn't have time in the moment, ask another friend, ask another colleague, ask another family member. But thank you once again for all of the support that you've given one another.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Gail?
Yeah, hi. Oh, I wish I had $1 million. How can you possibly, put one person in and one person out? However, if this isn't your opportunity, if this isn't your moment, do not get discouraged. It's not because someone else was better than you. It's just that maybe this wasn't your time yet. So don't give up and keep going and keep looking. All of you were so well spoken and poised and clear. And you will get your dream to come true if you just stick with it. So everybody, thank you so much. And I'm so interested in some of the ideas because it's very much in keeping in resonance with what I do every day. So maybe sometime we can have a more in-depth chat or a longer time to talk about the things that have happened in Costa Rica over 45 years and the progress that we've been able to make here. And hopefully that same thing will be happening for all of you. So best of wishes. And thank you very much for taking your time to make these pitches. And hopefully, no, not hopefully, I know that each of you will go forward and do great things in your lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gail. Thank you all so much for your commitment. And we'll finally hear from Onizai. Onizai, please kindly share your thoughts.
Okay, thank you, Success. So the presentations were really good. And I see that most of the individuals are starting on their journey. So at this moment, perfection is not important, but clarity is. So I was very impressed with how they were able to explain the problem, whom they were serving, and why their idea matters. So that passion showed throughout each individual's presentation. And for me, that's what's important. So every great business or project started exactly where they are now, with an idea, with courage, and a willingness to learn. So as they continue, even if you don't win, as Gail has highlighted, continue to be confident, be authentic, and use the stage that you have gotten as a stepping stone in your development. So well done to everyone for just having that courage to show up. That's big, that's huge. So well done to every participant. Thank you, Success.
Thank you so much, Onizai. Indeed, for having that courage to show up, that's very important. And that really shows that you're unstoppable. So like Papa Tom would always say, you have a dream, you plan and you do it. The CDG award is always there for you to apply for. You're eligible. So please apply for that moving forward as an alumni. Thank you to all our staff members who are on the call as well. Thank you so much for joining us and for supporting us. With this, right on time, we would be calling this, the end of the WMI Online Academy 2025. Thank you for coming to cheer our pitch participants today and to see the great work that everyone is doing. Thank you very much. Bye for now.